Okay, we had a little intermission, had some lightning, thunder, and I got scared. So, continue.
What else is there to say?
Good Lord.
Yeah.
We thought it was like our loved ones talking to us, but I think it was
They were saying, shut up.
get on with your bad self. So, tell me what you're doing now in life.
Oh, wow.
So, your girls are
living the dream, right?
off living.
Yeah, I got one who's married, and she's fixing to have my granddaughter, my first grandchild, so I'm super excited about
I
that.
bet.
I have one, and then Samantha's in London, finishing up her last year of veterinary medicine school. She's engaged, and she's going to
It's
get
exciting.
married in South Africa.
Oh,
We'll get to go
cool.
to South Africa.
That would be
So,
awesome.
He's from South Africa. And I love him. I just am so blessed because both my girls found the most beautiful men.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I really do think Garrick had a hand in Jordan's because that was her first boyfriend in college.
Hmm.
And Garrick just idolized him. He just
Aw.
loved him. And then they broke up. And so I think he had everything to do with them getting back together because that's what got them back together was Garrick's dad.
Aw. Yeah.
So,
And that's the one in London? Or the
no,
one
that's the one here. She
she's
lives in Bulverde.
Okay.
So, and she's doing great. She's got a great career. He does, and so they're great. I retired during COVID, and then started doing contracting work. And I haven't really picked up any contracts lately because I have a sister who's addicted to traveling. It's
Not a
so
bad
sad.
problem. That's so sad.
We're like on a trip, and
Oh, everybody.
she's already booking the other trip. I'm like, I need to unpack.
Can I wash my clothes first?
Yeah. But I think it's going to kind of come to a grinding halt with this new grandbaby because it's like,
Yeah.
I want to be around.
Yes.
And I live with my sister and my brother-in-law, and I don't need to, but oh my gosh, we have laughed.
Y'all have always
cried.
been a very close knit family.
We have. We're Army brats, and we just it's been all the feels, and we're like, why change this? Like I did move out. Well, I say I moved out into the cottage behind their house at one point, and even then I was like,
I miss y'all.
he was like, hurry up, come over, coffee's ready, and I'm like, why am I doing this? So.
I think it's great. I think it's you have what you need right now, filling you. That's what it sounds
I really
like.
Do.
Yeah.
I really do. And if I don't, I'll find it. Like
Yeah.
I've tried a couple of other jobs and in education, but it's such a great feeling to go.
If you don't have to.
I don't like y'all. I'm out of here. You know. Yeah, so it's been.
I definitely. Life has changed me a lot in the fact that if there's somebody that I feel like is not a good influence or something, I'm like, see ya. I'm not ever rude or mean, but I just don't need people like that in my life.
I don't do toxic
Life's too
anymore.
short. No, I don't do
toxic.
toxic. I don't do
The drama.
No. When my daughter was in high school, I swear I was going to get this t-shirt that says, keep your drama away from this mama. Because there were just a few things. It wasn't anything big, but I was like, oh my gosh. And I didn't even say it to her. I was just thinking it. And it was usually somebody got their feelings hurt. I'm like, oh God. Anyway.
I think it's hardened me to that point because I feel like I'm so absurdly honest now.
Yeah.
Like there's no passive aggressiveness now. It's just like, huh? What'd you say? I don't have time for you. You know, and it's like I shock my family members because they're like, as if I wasn't outspoken enough before, and they're like, tell us how you really feel. I'm like, I don't have time to sugarcoat that anymore, or guess. I don't want to guess what you're feeling. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you're feeling, or how you feel about me. I can take criticism.
Mhm.
I can, if I've upset you, please tell me. Like, I have no problem apologizing, and I'm obviously going to continue to make mistakes, just like I'm going to continue
We're human.
to suffer, and just let me apologize for it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
If anything, I'm not perfect, not even close.
Never claimed to be.
So just live that good life, but live it being gracious
Yeah.
and great. Just be so
Grateful.
grateful.
Yeah.
I love the traveling's great, but our best moments in traveling, like one of my favorite moments was we wrecked a car in Lake Como. Totaled a car in Lake Como.
Ouch.
And
It's an expensive trip.
this young guy, he's the one that hit us. He could speak some English. We ended up wrecking right in front of this gorgeous Catholic church. And his mom comes out and is cleaning up all the glass. And it's like, would you like some coffee or some tea or some wine? And she's talking in Italian. His dad finds a wrecker and then ends up pointing us to like this amazing bar right there on Lake Como. The bartender's like, we'll take you back to your Airbnb.
Wow.
Sit and have some pizza first, you know. The people that we met out of that accident, no one was hurt.
That's amazing.
We met the nicest people. It was the funnest night.
We're going to Italy in October. I'm turning 60. So we're going to go with another couple friend of ours, and I can't wait. Never been.
Well, that's the only place I've been there.
Yeah. We're doing the Amalfi Coast and Rome. I have to go to the Vatican.
Well, that's definitely my bucket list. Like, I think
yeah.
everybody in my family has been with me, and they keep forgetting that.
That's not nice.
They're like, you've been in Italy. I'm like, no.
Well, this year, since it's, I can't remember what you call this year because there's a new pope. What is that called? The something year. My mind's blank. Sorry. There's these doors that are only open during the holy doors or something like that.
Oh, and the steps.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we get to do that. And I told, we were doing all the, we're talking about travel now, but I'm just trying to show y'all Shelly's life now and what, you know, we are enjoying our lives as we should. And I think that's what our kids would want. You know, but, we were going to go buy tickets through this thing, and my friend goes, you can go straight to the Vatican and get tickets. And she goes, just go at like 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, done. Because we were going to do all these tours. I'm like, I don't want to tour with 200 people. I want to do it maybe 10. You know, because
you... the time, you might not be even in the mood that one day.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
and I would rather it be on my time, and like if I want to spend 4 hours or 2 hours, you know. So we're doing it that way. You just put a headphones on and listen to, and they tell you what everything is.
That's the kind of touring I like.
Yeah,
like,
on my own time.
I don't like connecting with other.
Yeah. Nice. So anyway, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Very excited. So what's your next trip?
Well, I just got off of 2 back-to-back cruises out of Galveston.
What islands did y'all go to?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't even get off. I've decided I'm trying to test the water. I'm testing the water. Like, maybe I'll live on a cruise ship. You know, maybe this will be my gig because it's cheaper than anything else.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to test it, and that I'm not like vacationing on it.
Yeah.
I wake up. I drink my coffee that someone else brings to me. Wait a minute, that happens at home too. I go work out. I take a walk, you know. Like, I'm not doing the excursions and all the pool and all that stuff. Like, I'm reading my book and I'm working, and because I have a side gig where I make curriculum and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I can do this. And I can eat this mediocre food for as long as I don't have to
substance.
So this is the first time that I've done like 3 back-to-back.
You're kind of researching your future.
Research. Again, like I said, coming to a grinding halt. But this one, so I go back out. This one actually had a 3-day where you had to get off for 3 days, whatever. So I'm going to get back on Monday. And then I don't think I really, well, no, that's not true. I have 2 more cruises after that at some point. But then I'll go back to Europe in July for next year, hopefully for Samantha's graduation.
Nice.
And yeah, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
I get a little things in between. I've got New York and a couple
Yeah,
other things.
I'm going to New York in February. Chase would have been 40, February 9th. So me and his godmother are going, and maybe a couple other friends. You know, somebody always wants to tag along, which is great. I love that. But we decided he loved New York. I mean, he wasn't going to live there or anything, but he went with his grandparents.
Jared did too.
He loved it. So I'm like,
that
let's
was
make
his
it New
last
York.
trip.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do.
I love being at place. I've gotten to celebrate Garrick in so many different places.
Me too.
And it's funny because the girls and I, we all have our own way of doing it, and I love that I can do it no matter where I am. You know, I'm like, oh, this, I know he would love this, you know. And we call each other, and we'll FaceTime. We're like, what'd you do? What'd y'all do?
The past few years, we've been in Park City because my sister-in-law owns a home or townhome there. So we've done that. But I was like, my husband's having rotator cuff surgery, so I was like, I really don't want you to ski. Can you just completely heal and then do it next year? We'll see. He really wants to go. But anyway, I'm not going. I'm going to be in New York, so I'm excited. It's one of my favorite places.
I realize I can't live there. Oh, well, Manhattan.
I mean,
I think I like the wide open spaces. I love going.
I like both, honestly.
I love going.
But,
I love the restaurants, and I love everything that's like, you know. I mean, I never thought in my wildest dreams I would have gone to New York City as many times.
Me too.
My sister's daughter lives there. She lives in Manhattan with her husband.
My nephew lives there.
It's just a little easier when you know someone.
Yeah.
That's there. You know, I don't think I could have ever done that by myself.
Yeah.
And I know I wouldn't have. And so now it's like, again, don't do the touristy thing.
I do a little bit of everything, I think.
I just like...
And I love the shows.
But I'm like,
we could do a whole other podcast on traveling.
We could. I'm telling you, I've always wanted to do a podcast on pies and take a trip around the United States just to find the best pies and
really
talk about that. Who knows? I could. Y'all.
Interesting.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
It's okay.
I could talk to this straw right here.
Well, if you start doing that, I'm going to be concerned. Dottie, can you come pick up your sister? She's lost it.
Yeah.
But you know, I love showing people how we can laugh again.
I think it's
healing.
Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Laughter through tears is my favorite emotion.
Me too.
You can't do it. You can't do the suffering without the joy.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why she's right there. Because when we made this, my friend painted this for me, the butterfly on newspaper, because that's how my podcast started. I don't know if you've ever watched it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so we did that, and then when I moved it, I was like, okay, I want to up this game a little bit. But I left Dolly because I love her, and she had just lost her husband when we started the podcast, and I was like, you're staying with us. You're staying with us, you know. Yeah. So, and then Kendra Scott's on there too. That was a newspaper article that they teamed up to do some kind of jewelry. I
love quoting her from Steel Magnolias, and I never realized how much I was going to start resonating with that movie. And I feel like I am a Steel Magnolia. I feel like mothers who lose
that's what we should have named us.
Are Steel Magnolias.
Yeah.
And I watched the interview with the guy that wrote that book, and he said that the inspiration was there was a family member that had died, and they were all, after the funeral, they all went back to the house like that scene when Shelby dies, And he says all the men were sitting in the living room like, oh, what do we do now?
Yeah.
He goes, and you look in the kitchen, he goes, and my mom and all my aunts, they're busting out laughing and crying at the same time. He goes, they just had it together.
That
Even
cemetery
though
scene.
it's so real. It's so
It's
stinking
so real. It is. It's almost like, do you know what I'm thinking?
Because you really think you're gonna just lose your freaking mind, and
I kind of did.
no, yeah, I mean, I'm like, oh,
I mean,
this is
there
not
was
going
definitely
well.
some temporary
This is
insanity.
not going well. You do, but you know what? Golly, I think you just become that much better of a person. You just do. You can't not. How do
I
you
definitely care. I mean, I've always cared. I have an empathy for people. Like, you know, when they say that saying, like, you don't ever know what someone's going through. Watch what you say. I totally believe in that. And if I've ever kind of gotten upset with somebody, I turn it around and go, I know this isn't your fault, and I'm sorry you're the... I go, you know, because I don't know. They might have just lost their dad that day. I don't know. So I always try to be mindful of other people's feelings, because there were times where people weren't so kind to me when I was really struggling.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but it happened. You know, it's human. So I just try to treat everybody with kindness, and I try. I'm not perfect.
I mean, you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be that human and make those mistakes. I mean, I wish, golly, wouldn't it be great if all the times that people come to me and they're like, how do I not let this happen to me? Like, well, let me tell you.
You are not in control.
That is not gonna. I mean, I give anything to have that wisdom, but then I would have used it on myself. You know, I mean, it doesn't work like that. I love that. I love that I can kind of have those conversations with people like yourself, though,
Mm-hmm.
and people that are in that club, that you can come together no matter how, like, there are people that I've been able to connect with that I haven't had a relationship with, or maybe didn't even have a good relationship with before,
Mm-hmm.
because they've gone through this.
Yeah.
None of that other stuff matters anymore. Because you know what pain is, and you know what love is.
Yeah.
And so you just want to be there for that person for that. And I think it's very helpful.
Well, I mean, it's such a human... It's hard for me to explain. Like, when I saw y'all the night of James Taylor, I hadn't seen you in a long time.
Oh, God.
But then we go to the concert, and then toward the end of the concert, we just embrace each other and we just cry, because I knew what you were feeling and you knew what I was feeling.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, we're in this club sucks. You know, and it was just like, it was a good hug for me, because I needed it and I felt you needed it. You know, being in a similar situation of losing a child. And I've seen too many people go through it. I don't remember that when we were kids.
I don't either.
How many? It's a lot. It's a
Well,
lot.
now I know. It freaks
It's a
me
lot.
out, because listening to your podcast,
Yes.
when I first
Everybody that's
listened-
done my podcast so far has been my friends.
even when I first heard your story, I was like, wait a minute, what? Like,
Yeah.
I had no idea how much loss was in your family
yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
And I mean, I knew, like, our high school friends, like,
Sure.
around the time that Chase and, like,
Mhm.
high school friends who've lost their children. I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
anything. But I was just like, oh my gosh, this has happened to so many people that I know.
It's
now.
weird.
And
Is it just because there's more people? I don't know.
I don't know. I think I am more hyper aware of it now, and I think that people that have experienced it can they feel like they can come up to you, or they can at least tell you someone.
Sure.
I know of someone that this
Yeah.
happened to.
And I've had a lot of people ask me to talk to people.
Oh, me too.
You know,
Me too.
and I'm always happy to do it, but I always preface it. It's like, are they ready?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to force that on somebody.
Yeah.
And so really, well, one of the girls that I spoke with, I just let her talk. I didn't give any advice. I just let her. She told me her story, and her son had come home, and the garage is attached like mine, and he forgot to turn off his car, and it was not suicide.
It wasn't even.
No, they knew that for sure,
Yeah.
and that's hard, you know. Like, and I don't know. He may have driven a Prius or something. You know, they're very quiet. Not Prius. I don't know what that car is. Electric car. I don't know. No, because that wouldn't have been.
Am I? I mean, no.
I don't know.
They are very quiet now. Like
I don't know what happened, but
mine
or
turns
what
off,
kind of
and
car.
I'm like, is that on? Is that on?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that on?
But anyway, I just let her talk, and I just try to be a good listener, because nobody wants to be, well, this is what you need to do. No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. And like my mom watches these podcasts, she goes, I cry the whole time. And that may, you know, I go, Mom, maybe you shouldn't watch them. You know, I don't want you to be sad, you know, because, you know, we've all been through all this together. So I don't want her to, you know, it's supposed to be helping people, not make you sadder.
I just lost my mom. My mom, she couldn't get past it that I had lost a child.
Yeah.
It just hurt.
It's hard for them
I
see
can
us
see that,
hurting.
You know, I can see where that would come really close to it, right? She couldn't really talk to me about it. She would call my sister. I could be sitting right there, but she would call my sister and say, is she asleep? She just wanted to know that I was asleep every night.
Or you're okay, yeah.
That's what made her feel
Yeah.
okay.
How old was she?
86.
Yeah, that's what my mom is.
And yeah, and she just yeah. that was her, that consoled her every night. And Carrie would be like, well, Mom, call her, you know, and I would call her. And we, you know, I'm the youngest of four. Our relationship was strained over the years with me being the youngest and being a brat. And I really did try to build that relationship a lot. We both did. She and I worked really hard at trying to build it back up. And
I feel like your faith comes from her.
all of it.
Yeah, because I remember having
All
conversation.
of it.
You know, I don't know if we were still in high school or right after high school. I don't know.
You know, it's funny.
The time is
my
like
mom
so.
didn't know a lot about Catholicism. She didn't know a lot about it, and I think this is the part that I love, because I'm interested in the ins and outs of it a lot more. Like growing up, we didn't learn all that stuff from our catechism, and we learned the prayer of St. Francis, and that was it. So I'm really learning so much more. But I admire my mom the most about, she had blind faith. Like the saints. She didn't need to know how or why.
Mm-hmm.
She just had the faith. And she was not anywhere near perfect. Just like I'm not. I mean, she was making mistakes. She was not the perfect mom. But she always had the faith. And she always instilled it in us. Even if it was Catholic guilt, it was always, well, you know where you need to go.
Yeah.
You know who you need to talk to,
Yeah.
you know. So it was what a gift to me and my siblings that it was an innate thing. We didn't have to go searching, you know, for
Yeah.
this religion. It was already there for us, and that's because of her. And I don't know if she could really understand how much I tried to tell her that in the last 10 years, because she'd be like, was I that bad of a mom? And I'm like, you really want to open Pandora's box? No. But I would say, Mom, you gave us the greatest gift.
I agree.
Our faith.
That was my dad. I mean, my mom too, but my dad was, you know, raised super Catholic. I mean, he would be rolling in his grave right now knowing that I don't really practice it, but I still have a lot of the same beliefs, and, you know, but I mean, like we went to church every Sunday. He sang in the choir. He volunteered for everything at the church. Remember they have like bazaars?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, he was barbecuing all night and drinking beer, but his faith, is...
Knights of Columbus.
Oh, yeah, he was, yeah. Oh, yeah, he did all that. And, because my mom converted when they got married. And I think he thought... Sorry, Mom. This is what I think. My mom's one of 14 children. And he wanted a bunch of damn kids. Well, he got 7. And then I think the doctor was like, your uterus is going to fall out if you keep it big. But happy to have my siblings. But it's just kind of fun. I think in my mind, I'm like, that's probably what he was thinking. He was a real practical joker. Really funny guy. There's a letter in that Bible in my hallway that he wrote to his friends because I think they were living in Egypt and they sent a letter to my dad and the postman said, you owe me money for this letter because they didn't put enough postage. So my dad gave it to him and then he writes a letter on toilet paper. I can't believe that you would make me pay for a letter you sent. I don't even remember what the letter said. I'm afraid to touch it because it might fall apart. It's old.
Sure.
It's old. Like I need to have it copied and framed and give it to all my siblings because that's just how he was, And I'm kind of like that. Me and one of my brothers. Sorry, everybody else. We just have a really silly kind of disposition, and I love to make people laugh, and I love to laugh. So I know that's part of it. Not that everybody else is not funny. That's not what I'm saying. Me and Kelly are, we know our own jokes.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's why my siblings and I get along because we all like to make people laugh.
Yeah.
You know, and we make each other laugh harder than anyone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you're like, how do you not?
Yeah, that's why I like traveling.